Hey guys, Astro Lumi here, and today I'm going to bring you a sketchbook tour. So let's just get started. This is a Canson art book, A5. It's a pretty good sketchbook, although it does bleed through a lot when I'm using highlighters or even water-based markers. So yeah, my first page I had to draw Sherlock. I always have him in my sketchbooks, I love him. And a few drawings that I took from Pinterest. This is not my actual creation. I just thought it looked cool, so I drew it, although I couldn't find the name of the artist. This sketchbook took from December 7 of 2020 to April 16th of 2021. Here are a few plant-inspired drawings. I do regret going in with a purple highlighter on top to create I don't know, just a shadow. A few drawings of a giraffe and elephants. I think these look cool. Yeah, I like the washes as well. Here I had just seen yesterday and I was obsessed with the Beatles again. So I believe for a few weeks I only listened to the Beatles. But yeah, now my obsession is over, although I still love them. It's one of my favorite bands. Here I was inspired by lavender, I guess. So I created these illustrations. I do not like how these ones turned out, but I do like this. And I don't like the proportions, but I think it looks cool overall. Here I was trying to draw a hobbit hole. This sketch looked so good, but I ruined it with the watercolors and colored pencils. I think it looked better before. Here are a few sketches, kind of an art blocky moment. And I went over with the post-it note because I didn't like how her boobs turned out, I guess. I don't like this page at all. It's supposed to be me because I was feeling self-conscious with my body, I guess, and I don't know, I thought maybe drawing myself would make me feel better, but it didn't. And yeah, I don't like it. Let's just turn the page. I was on Pinterest and I saw this girl and I think she looked good, so I drew her. Yeah, that's the story, but I butchered everything. I don't like how this turned out. Here I was watching a Studio Ghibli movie. I forgot the name of it. I believe it's Chihiro's Trip, Chihiro's something. It was in Portuguese, so I don't know how to say it in English. This was the epitome of my art block, and I was just listening to The Hobbit, and I, just drew some things. I drew Gollum and a hobbit hole, I guess, and the Eye of Mordor and the ring. Here is a drawing inspired by flash.png on Instagram. I love them. I think they're great. I don't know, I was just struggling to draw anything. I tried drawing a landscape, but didn't turn out. Nothing was turning out. But I do like these sketches. I decided to look for a reference, and I don't know, I think he looks adorable, and her too. Actually, this is a model on Instagram, but I forgot her name. I think it's Michelle Mo, I think. I'm not sure. Very random. Yeah, just Rick and myself and my cat. Also 21 Pilot stuff. These drawings were inspired by Art of Pen on Tumblr. Yeah, I really like the way she draws, curvy bodies, and I decided to redraw one of her creations, and a random girl with different eyes. Just more sketches of girls and plants, and I like the way I drew it with the red pen and then colored it with an orange highlighter. I think it really popped out. This is a drawing of a stove again. The thing about Pinterest is I never find the name of the artist, so it's kind of hard to come here and say, oh, go check out that artist, but I'm not sure who it is. This is the kind of thing I do to get inspired and also work on my own art. But it's never good to come here and, you know, just show off as mine, because actually it isn't. It's copied. That's okay. Here are a few sketches. More art block. I don't know what I was thinking. The only thing I like about this one is his face. The other drawings, I'm not happy with them. I just started going in with the highlighter and then outlined it with the fine liner. And I don't know, I do this in every sketchbook, but they never turn out good. Here, I just wanted to draw a landscape. I like the way it turned out, but again, it kind of looks plain, so I'm not very happy with it. Here's a drawing of a mermaid and a random girl, another random girl. I really like the wash I did here. I don't know what I was feeling, but I think it kind of looks cool. A drawing of a cat, because I was looking at my cat in the wall. Here I was watching How I Met Your Mother, so I kind of sketched out Barney. I really like this page. I don't know, I just love I think it's the pen and the little post-it note. There's a bee. The only thing I don't like about it is this girl, but overall she looks good when she's next to these other drawings, because I really like these, especially the cat. Here I wanted to paint something, so I just painted an avocado, as you do. I was looking at a picture of my sister. She looked so good that I decided to draw her, but this is not her face. I messed up her face. I'm not even gonna show you. And then I put a post-it note over it and redrew someone else's face. Here are a few drawings of sea creatures inspired by Leah Nahon. I think she does amazing things with the pen, and I was trying to recreate her stuff, although yeah, it looks nothing compared to hers. This, I don't know what it is about this drawing that I hate it so much. I don't even want to look at it. I think it's because I put so many bright colors that it ended up looking plain. I hate it, but I do like these. I think they look all funky and cool. The little eyes and circles, I think it looks cool. I was redrawing something I saw on Pinterest, and it inspired me to draw like really happy people, so I drew her. But then I decided to draw like a grumpy person, so I drew Rick and then Morty right beside him. Looking back now, it looks like an anime style, but I was not trying to make it look like that. Here are, I don't know, just a sketch dump. Just me thinking about stuff and drawing it. Another sketch dump that I don't like at all, but that's okay. Here is Phil Lester. This is old school Phil, and this is old and cool Phil. I think it looks cool because with the quiff and the glasses and stuff. Yeah, more How I Met Your Mother inspired, and this is like a space helmet. Yeah, I decided that I wanted to draw with a pen, so I drew her, and then I went on Pinterest to look at references, and I found these. Although this one is from an artist, I'm sure you all have seen her work on Pinterest. It's all over there. Here are a few sketches, and this girl, I decided to draw myself as a witch, but I didn't do anything with this. I want to, but I'm kind of lazy. So yeah, it's just a sketch. Another sketch, because it was an art block. As you can see, I don't even know. This is a drawing inspired again by Art of Pen, but it looked so bad that I put a post-it note over it. Here's a mermaid. Just wanted to do something across the page. although the anatomy looks very off. I was just having fun and I wanted to draw like big wavy hair. Here I was watching The Flash and I really wanted to draw Cisco because he's my favorite character of all time. I love Cisco so much. He's amazing. I drew Barry as well, but Cisco, I love him. Just sketches of my cats sleeping and my bicycle and a random plant. Another drawing inspired by art of fan. I do have a lot of drawings inspired by other artists. And sometimes when I don't know what to draw, I just do a sort of draw this in your style. Although I don't always know the name of the artist, but yeah, this isn't originally mine. It's from Art of Pen. I saw some vegetables on the table and I sort of doodled them, and also this random guy. Another art block. I had just downloaded Jazza's app, but it didn't help me at all. I thought it would help me with my creativity, but it didn't. So yeah, I don't like these. Here is Adam Melchor. I love him. I think he's a great artist and very underrated. I don't know why. He's amazing and you should listen to his music. I really like this profile here because it took me a few tries, but at the end I think it looks very much like him. Here I had just bought a few water-based markers, so I was just testing them out. I was still in an art block. Yeah, I don't know if I drew this before, but I was struggling to draw. So to get inspired, I decided to draw things that I liked, such as Harry Potter. And this is where it begins. There is gonna be a lot of Harry Potter inspired sketches. So here's Ginny. I think the sketch looked better because I feel like I messed up the line work. Here's Kingsley. He's one of my favorite characters. Harry, Hedwig, Snape, and Dobby. Here I drew the Dursleys, but I was just testing out the markers and I just like Petunia. Petunia looks good. And Walter kind of, but Dudley, he looks terrible. Here I had just seen Baby Driver and I was obsessed. I loved that movie so much. It had a great soundtrack. And yeah, these sketches don't look very good, but I like how this one turned out because I think it looks like Hansel. Here's Harry and Hedwig. I drew Ron and Neville and Hermione. Here are the Marauders, but I don't know, I don't like it. I think this sketch looked better. I don't know why I line stuff because it always looks better as a sketch. Then I regret doing the line work after all. But it kind of looks cool. Although it doesn't look like them. Just Remus. I think Remus looks like himself because of the scars. Here's Barry Allen, the fastest man alive. Or is he? I love Barry. But I prefer Cisco, so I drew Vibe as well. Although I don't really like these. I drew a packet of Twizzlers because it's his favorite candy. Yeah, a few drawings of girls with a mask and a bikini and a random cat. Here, a drawing inspired by Drawing with Waffles. Bryn is my favorite artist of all time. I saw this picture in her sketchbook and I redrew it in my style. Yeah, here is a castle thing, I guess. It looks cool looking back now. I didn't like it at first, but now looking back, I think it looks cool. This was a challenge I made with a friend of mine. We were supposed to draw a girl with curly hair, with a goth sort of style, and with a full body. I think it looks pretty cool. It's one of my favorite drawings because I don't know, I never drew something like so dark, and I think it looks amazing. Here are a few sketches that I don't really like. I was not thinking of Ross when I drew this, but looking back now, it does look like Ross from Friends. Here are a few girls and spacey stuff. Another drawing. Here's a sketch. I drew Ron and Pigwidgeon. I love Pigwidgeon. Yeah, art block kicking me in the butt again. This drawing I saw on Pinterest and I decided to redraw it, although I couldn't find the name of the artist, so yeah, it also isn't mine. But these sketches are all mine. I was looking for Flash references and I saw this picture of Brent with the Flash t-shirt and I thought he looked so cute, so I drew it. And then Cisco and Harry. Here's Hermione and Crookshanks. I think this pose looks so cute. She kind of looks grumpy. I drew Aang and, you know, just random stuff. Because it's Aang and then there's Jim Moriarty, which is a completely different show. But I think it looks good. Another drawing inspired by an artist on Pinterest. I believe the name is Mo10, I guess. I actually got inspired from this drawing and did this one myself. I like the wash with the blue watercolor. This drawing, I actually redrew it from a first sketchbook that I had, although the original idea was from one of Ren's sketchbook tours. Again, drawing with waffles inspired. I found the picture of this girl and I thought she looked so cute that I sketched it out, but then it inspired me to draw everything else. I really like this spread. I think it looks awesome. Random girl at the beach and Rick, sort of a realistic looking Rick. Sketches of people. I really like how this girl turned out, and these two. Here is a drawing of my cat as she was laying on my bed. Here I was watching Grease, and this is my favorite song in the whole movie. It's Beauty School Dropout. Yeah. I drew Jenny Zuko here, but I tried doing what I did here, but I used a different pen and there weren't a lot of details, so I don't like how this one turned out. But I like these drawings, kind of circus inspired. A few punk sketches, although it's not really something that I would draw again. It doesn't look like my style. It kind of looks like someone else drew it. That's why I don't really like this. Here I drew Morty to go with this sketch. So yeah, I saw this episode on The Flash and Cisco looked so cute with the little cap and a ponytail that I had to draw him. It doesn't really look like him, but it looked good on the show. Here's a box of Advil, cause why not? Random girl and bees. I really like this spread, all the colors. Here I drew James Potter as a seeker. He was a seeker only in the movie. And then I drew a golden snitch. It's actually Harry's snitch. I drew Hagrid and Fang. I love how this turned out. I think he looks so cute. It doesn't look like the giant dude, but he looks cute. I drew Moody and Snape again, and a small, very small Moaning Myrtle. Here's just like a sketch dump. I was drawing old guys, and I think he looks so badass that I wrote badass old dude. I really like how it looks. I don't know, it's one of my favorite pages. I think all the details and also the highlighter, I think it looks very good. And this random beetle, I do not like this page. That's just coming up with the character, but it looks so plain, so I don't like it. I drew Eddie Redmayne, but I messed up his mouth there, and I tried to fix it with a gel pen, but it looks blue now. I was watching Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I had a great time sketching these out. I first drew Dudley is stuck, and then Petunia, and this, I forgot how you call it, oh, a goblin at the Gringotts Bank. I drew Hedwig and Harry with his first time visiting Ollivander, Professor Quirrell, Fat Lady, and Harry saying not Slytherin. Drew Hermione and Seamus, he's always blowing everything up, and Harry looking very scared. This Tro, I love this scene, and the only thing I don't like about this is Ron. I think he looks weird. I also drew Lee Jordan, kind of trying to see if I had improved my art over the years, because these were drawings that I found in my old sketchbook, and I like to think I really did a great job. I drew some girls. I was kind of trying to redraw something I had seen in my old sketchbook, but I messed it up completely, so yeah, whatever. I drew Josh Dunn because I realized I hadn't drawn anything 21 Pilots related in a long time. I don't like this sketch nor these. I think I was going through an art block here. Yeah, it doesn't look good at all. I don't know what I was thinking. This was another day, I guess. I was feeling better, but then I drew Kingsley. This sketch, man, looked amazing. I don't know why I do this. I completely ruined it, but it's good because it looks like him. All the purple thing. I drew the night bus and Harry opening his egg. Also Harry. This was inspired by Italian art. They're amazing. Here I drew Neville and Lukrembo, Hermione, this random girl, and the brush pen drawing. Some more old dudes, although I prefer the ones I made previously. I was still listening to Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, so yeah, I drew the champions, Fleur and Cedric, Victor, and Harry. I hate it because he looks so out of proportion. Like, look at his shoulders and his oh, I don't even want to look at it. I was using brush pens and testing them out. I kind of really like how this turned out. Looks very loose. Here was around Easter and I was eating so much chocolate. It inspired me to draw these, and Willy Wonka here. I believe this was also inspired by another artist's creation. Here it was definitely inspired by Albanese Rodriguez. I think he draws the animals like amazingly. I love his work. Here I had just bought Harry Potter's art book, the book of creatures, and I saw these centaurs and I decided to draw them. Although I don't like how the faces turned out, but I do like this drawing. Here I drew mer people in the Black Lake. So yeah, very Harry Potter inspired. Here I drew Mooney, Padfoot, Prongs, and Wormtail. I kind of don't like the creatures, I just like the little avatars, I guess. Here is a drawing inspired by Majishi's artwork. Some girl with a big afro. I love the contrast between the yellow and the skin color. Here, 21 Pilots had just announced Scaled and Icy, and I wanted to draw something, so I drew Tyler and Josh, although I kind of messed up his anatomy, but whatever. And I drew Trash the Dragon. I can't believe Tyler named him Trash. Yeah, this was inspired by the video Shy Away, which is their first single. Some random people I found on Pinterest and art block. Here I drew David Bowie. I wish I had drawn this in another page because I love how it turned out, but there's the bleeding from the previous sketch, but that's okay. I drew Spider-Man. Here's a drawing inspired by Aurora. A picture I saw of her. I think she looked good, so I drew her. More art block. Look at the size of this baby's head. It looks ginormous. Here I was watching Rick and Morty, so I decided to draw a few Meeseeks and Rick and Jessica. And then I finished with that and I was watching The Flash, so I drew Barry. I think this looks good. Just the watercolors and the blue pen. Here I had found this green highlighter and it reminded me of Billie Eilish, so I drew her. The only one that looks like her is this. The other ones, not so much. Here's a very happy girl in a bicycle. I guess some more Rick and Morty inspired drawings. I only like Summer in this drawing. I think she looked the best. I don't like how these turned out, except for Jerry. I think he looks good as well. So here, as I was almost finishing the sketchbook, I wanted to do very colorful things. So I drew this girl like with very poppy colors, and also these. I wanted to make something that popped. So yeah, is that enough? So the last sketches are these two girls that didn't turn out that good, but I love how this Meeseeks turned out. Existence is pain. Ooh wee. Yeah, I love Rick and Morty, as you can probably tell. So yeah, that's the end of my sketchbook. Please like this video if you want to see more of my work, and subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.